Hello, my name is Simon Hutchinson and I live in a town called Bailieborough, County Cavan, in Ireland. I'm a carpenter by trade and I enjoy challenging myself. I love to cycle, be it in any form, either downhill, cross-country or road. But at the moment, I'm training a fair bit on the road, gearing myself up to my next big challenge.
Simon, what is your challenge?
On the 18th of February 2012, a global cycling race has been organised, and I hope to be part of the lucky few who will be competing for the title of the fastest person to circumnavigate the globe by bicycle.
Will you be doing this in aid of a charity?
Yes. I've chosen an epilepsy organisation called Brainwave, who are based in Dublin. All the money I raise after financing this trip will be going straight to them, hopefully raising funds as well as awareness for epilepsy.
What is the current world record for something like this? And what sort of miles must be covered in order to be in with a chance of beating or winning it?
It's 163 days and it's actually set by next year's race organiser, Vin Cox. He set it back in August of 2010. The sort of miles I'll be looking at is going to be around about 205 kilometres or 130 miles a day. I know it's a lot, but with training and once I'm out on the road, I believe that my body will adjust and will adapt to the local food, terrain as well as climate.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
Never. I've never done anything as challenging as this before. The closest I can even compare to is back in July-August 2010, I ran 6 marathons in 5 consecutive weeks. But I've wanted to cycle around the world for a long time now, and I knew I'd never do it unless I had something to aim for. So attempting to break the world record next year is my goal. It's an opportunity to do what I've always wanted to do.
What are the criteria for an event like this?
The guidelines are all set out on the main race website, which is www.greatbikeride.com. But I think the most relevant ones are each competitor has to cycle generally in one direction, pedal at least 18,000 miles or 25,000 kilometres. You have to link back with the main race website via GPS showing your current location. You have to pass through 2 anti-portal points, and you also have to take photos or videos confirming your destinations.
Very good. Can you explain to me what an antipodal points are?
There are 2 points in the globe that are directly opposite each other. For example, Spain and New Zealand.
At some point, will you have to take a flight or a ferry because of oceans and mountains that are simply impossible to cycle across? And what sort of route will you be choosing?
Yes, at times during my route I will have to travel via plane or ferry. I'll be making my way from London to Istanbul, taking in Eastern Europe. Then I'll fly across to India and cycle north up from Mumbai to Calcutta. I'll fly then across to Thailand and I'll cycle south from Bangkok to Singapore. I'll take a flight across to Australia and cycle all along the south coast from Perth to Brisbane. From Perth then I'll take a flight across to New Zealand, and from Christchurch I'll cycle north up as far as Manukau. From there I'll take a flight to Vancouver, and there I'll then cycle south all the way down the west coast and then head east across to Miami. From Miami then I'll make my way on a flight across to Portugal, and Portugal then I'll cycle all the way home, taking in Ireland along the way and then on to London.
This global cycling race is probably not going to come cheap, is it?
So currently I'm approaching various different sponsors to see who's interested. This type of race has never been done before, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of media attention covering the race from start to finish, hopefully giving sponsors a real good incentive to get their name or their company brand out there. I'm also organising several different charity cycles throughout Ireland and going to collect locally and spread the word as much as I can.